my name is Rachel and I love crafting. So I bought another craft tool. So what led to this? This is a heat press, sublimation heat press. You can use this for sublimating as well as for, like iron-on patches and heat transfer vinyl, stuff like that. It comes with, I got one that comes with some extra accessories. It does come with a mug press. I already have a mug press. But this one, it was a bundle and I got a really good deal on it. I got it on Amazon. It was, I caught a sale where it was right around $100. If it's still available, I'll try and put a link down in the description box below. It will be an Amazon associate link. So there's a possibility I could earn if you click that link. But anyway, if they still have this one. If not, I'll try to put a similar one with decent reviews because a lot of them have terrible reviews. I'll tell you right now, a lot of these budget heat press machines, like even this one had a mix of, this is the best thing ever, combined with, this lasted a week. So it's kind of, when you're only paying $100 for a heat press, you're kind of just sort of taking a chance. But I took a chance. I'm a little nervous because it arrived damaged. It's like even punched through the foam. I can touch stuff inside. So I'm a little nervous. I'm hoping it's okay. Nothing's broken. But so this is the reason I got this. The whole reason I got this was I read online that you could sublimate white acrylic for cutting in my laser cutter. So like you could take white acrylic and your sublimation designs and put it on there. And I thought that would be awesome. That would be so cool to make printed acrylic because you can get the sublimation designs and all sorts of different designs, patterns, stuff like that. I have a bunch of Halloween ones. That's what we're gonna be playing with today. But if I really wanted to go another step further, which I'm not going to, but I considered it in the past when I had a printer that I could convert to a sublimation printer, but my current printer you couldn't do that, and sublimation printers are expensive. But you could print out your own sublimation stuff on sublimation paper and put anything you wanted. Yeah. So, but we're gonna just be playing with these today. I have a few other sublimation items over here, as well as a piece of clothing with an iron on that we're gonna experiment with, see if all this works. But first we gotta unpack this and put this together. Oh yeah, and it also comes with an additional attachment to do hats, like the brims of a hat, put patches on hats. I don't currently have use for that, but I do have patches. So maybe I'll just start doing that too. So let's get into this. It's like my hobby is buying hobby supplies. Okay. I have to put this on the floor and then pick things out of it. Okay. The good news is it looks like where the hole was, this is the only thing that was down in there, and it was too far down. So it looks fine. This is part of the hat thing for doing hats. But that's weird. But anyway, let me start unpacking. We of course have instructions, very important. I am someone who does like to read instructions. And there is a little bit of assembly required here. This thing off here. This is the mug sublimation. It actually might be a little bit bigger than the one I currently have. Oh, look, here is an Allen wrench. I'm sure that'll be important. But this one looks like it might be a little bit bigger than the one that I already have. So I might be able to find some use for it. And I think you can buy different attachments for this too, like there are different sizes, so you can go up to tumblers. But this one just came with this little, I think it was like a 11-ounce mug press, and then it hooks into the main machine. These are plate presses for plates, and then there's two sizes of plates. And I'm not sure exactly who's sublimating plates. I mean, I guess it's kind of a neat idea because I think you can sublimate on, on porcelain, maybe. I don't know, or maybe you can only sublimate on acrylic. I know you can't sublimate on things like cotton. It's got to be like polyester. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever have any use for these. But honestly, like, I wouldn't have gotten the whole kit, except for this whole kit was a better deal than some that were just the heat press, like just the shirt press. Okay, here's the rest of the hat press. Oh, that's also, that's definitely where something went through there, but it looks fine. And I have no idea what this is. Oh, this is the control panel. So here's the control panel. and the power cord. This is the power module. Got pieces of styrofoam just flying everywhere because of that. I mean, look at that. Look how terrible that was. Looks like it got crushed down there too. But fortunately, both of these parts were just that hat press, and doesn't look like anything could have really been damaged there. All right, now here is the main machine. And they come in different sizes. If I remember correctly, this one was 12 by 15. There was like there's a smaller one at 12 by 10, and then there are bigger ones 15 by 15. But this one I believe was in the middle. I believe it was the 12 by 15. And this one, I'll figure out how to assemble this in a second. This one is not a clamshell, so it doesn't lift up. It's a swing, so it slides, and then this pulls out. So you put your projects on here. Oh good, and it did come with Teflon sheets. It has 2 Teflon sheets here, bottom and top. I brought over a Teflon sheet just in case, but it's already got those. And then you would just, after you get everything set up, swing this back over, push that back in, and down. And of course, be careful, because it's very hot. Or at least hopefully it will be. Hopefully everything's okay, and it will be very hot. All right. So it looks like there's this little groove here that just slides down on this one here. Okay, that seems to have worked. This knob apparently lifts it up and down, I guess for different thickness of items. Looks like a handle here. Pull that up. That pulls that up. That's that side. Okay, and the handle does pull out the drawer. I just had it locked in. All right, now let's see where things. There's got to be a cord here that gets hooked into this thingy. This around. Looks like I'll have to zoom in a little bit because I'm sure you guys can't see me from all the way back there. This goes into something because this is the heat thingy. I just got to figure out what it screws into. Like the bottom part seems like really good quality. It is metal, you know. Some of these cords seem a little less great quality. It's possible this was a return. I mean, I don't have any proof of that yet, but some of this stuff doesn't exactly look brand new. So it's possible it was a refurbished model, which could have been the reason for the great deal. But now I just need to figure out how I hook this up. All right, so the little control box that I slipped onto the side here has a little 4-prong thingy on the side, and all of the accessories also have one of those little 4-prong thingies. So whichever one you're using just gets screwed right into here. Like it presses in, and then it has a little extra piece that screws to tighten. So there we go. There we go. We got step 1 done. It's like, so far this has been too easy. I guess there wasn't really a lot of assembly to do. I guess, like, to put the hat press on, you do have to remove this plate. And it goes down on this thing somehow. So you do have to remove some of this stuff to do the hat thingy. But I'm not worried about that at this point in time. I just want to get to this part. This is the part I want to use. But yeah, just to show you, for all the accessories, you would have to remove that top plate and then screw the accessories onto this thing. This thing is a plate that the other things get screwed onto. This whole thing comes off here. Okay. And for the hat assembly, you have to take this bottom drawer off too, or bottom sliding thingy out too. But the mug press, you can just take the control panel off and put that wherever you want. All right, slip some of this stuff under here so we have some room to work with. Like I said, I'm not going to be messing with these accessories. I didn't get for these accessories. I might eventually use them, but I just got it because it was the best price for one of these. I just caught a really good deal on it. So like I said, it's possible it's refurbished, and that's why. But anyway, let's see here. Lift that up. I've got to plug it in, so I need my industrial power strip. All right, I've got it plugged in now. So pull that out, swing this over. Let me turn it on. See. Oh, good news, it turns on. And then there's temperature, making crackling noises like like when you first turn on your little space heater at the beginning of winter. Okay, let's see here. The one I was telling you about, you know, the sublimating the vinyl, I did a little piece with my iron, and I was like, oh, it does work. I mean, look how cool that is. It really does work. And it's sublimation, so it's not like something that peels off or anything like that. It like infuses. But the problem is with the iron, I'm not getting even consistent pressure, so it's all sorts of warped. So that's why I was like, well, I want to try the sublimation machine. I've always kind of wanted one of these. Because, you know, gotta collect all the hobbies. Alright, let's see what I'm doing here. De-lint my vinyl first. Make sure it's clean. Fingerprints and whatnot. I left the back paper on so that when I cut it in the laser cutter, it helps protect it from burn marks. And there's transition paper, and I feel like I should take the, I don't know if I should take the transition paper off or not. It's because it's like plastic, but I'm assuming it's like that heat plastic, so it won't melt, and I'll be able to peel it off when I'm done. I'm hoping, maybe, or maybe I should take it off. I'm going to take it off. I know with iron-on vinyl, you leave the plastic backing on because it holds everything in place. But I'm just not sure about this. And then I have the paper down on here. 1 second, I am just going to read the booklet real quick to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay, so the settings confuse me a little because we have temperature and time. The temperature is on Celsius, and there is a Fahrenheit, but I can't figure out how to get it over to Fahrenheit. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. Okay, so I figured out how to flip it over to Fahrenheit. You hit the set button 3 times, and then you hit that arrow for the F. And then now I'm at Fahrenheit, so I know it's at 356 Fahrenheit. And then here to set the time, you hold this in again, and then these letters show up, and then you can, I guess, change the time accordingly. I'm still having problems figuring out how to change the temperature. It says for t-shirts and sublimation, I went 392 degrees, and I'm at 356 degrees. So I'm still trying to increase my temperature here. Oh, and I started it, which was not what I wanted to do. Okay, set it back to 30. Still, my temperature's only at 356, and I don't know how to make the temperature higher. It's like, what is going on? Why can't I make the temperature higher? The F, if I hold that in, I can change between Celsius and Fahrenheit. But this little underneath the Celsius, if I hit that, it starts the job. So I'm still not sure how to get my temperature higher. Also, I'm not sure how to tell when you've reached temperature. Like, how do you know when it's reached it? Now we have temperature. There we go. It said I wanted 392. So it does go higher than 392. All right, so we've got 392, and we're setting the time at 30 seconds. And we're setting it at Fahrenheit. Finally figured it out. You hit the button, I was holding it in, but you hit it, like, each time you hit it over 3 times, it gives you different options. The first time is to change your temperature, the second time is to change your time, and then the third time it asks you again if you want Celsius or Fahrenheit. So we've got it. I'm at the 392 that it suggests for sublimation. We're gonna do this, guys. Meanwhile, I've let my sheet sit under there for too long. I might have messed that up. All right, here we go. Clamp it down and start the timer. And also, because this tightens your plate. Been enough time? I don't know. I honestly have no idea if that's been enough time. I don't know if I should have done it for a full minute because I only did 30 seconds. Let's do a few more seconds. I'm gonna do 15 more seconds. Split the difference. Oh, I forgot to put my paper back on. Oops. Oh no. I forgot to put the Teflon sheet on top. Ah. Oh, and I let it go the whole 30 seconds. Okay, so let's pull this up. Bring that around. Oh no, and it's stuck. Turn that off. Okay guys, the board is stuck under there. I'm gonna have to wait until this cools down before I can try and pry that board off. And it's because I forgot a very important step. I forgot to put the Teflon on top because this would have kept the product from sticking to the top. Already off to a bad start. All right, I'll be back in a few minutes, guys. We gotta let this cool down before I can rip that off. Okay, so we're back. once I managed to pry it off of the top plate, I had to put it back under for a minute because it was all warped from prying it off. I had to get a screwdriver under there and pry it off. So I remembered to put my top sheet on this time, but I did put it back under for another full minute, 2 rounds of 30 seconds to flatten it back out. And still really warm, but it's not melty anymore. Because it's the acrylic does get melty in there, but it's warm but no longer melty, and it appears to be back to straight, so that's good. Might be a little thinner. But anyway, this is really hot. But let me see if I can show you what we have here. Let's see how this works. I did peel a little corner, but some of the paper is getting stuck on it, so I'm gonna have to some of the paper is getting stuck on it, so I'm gonna have to go through and clean that off. Possibly some alcohol would get that off. I don't know, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was like, a lot more of the paper is stuck here than I expected. Wow, okay. Anyway, on the parts that it did work, that I don't have paper stuck everywhere, that actually looks really good. And I can definitely see the possibilities of this. I'm going to need more white acrylic. Now they said it also works on clear acrylic, and I didn't have a sheet of clear acrylic, but I have a little clear acrylic keychain that came with one of my sublimation sets. So we are going to try that. So let's put this to the side, and I will figure out how to get the paper off of here later. But yeah, and it's still a touch warped. I probably should have let it sit in there for another minute or so with the lid on it. Let it cool down with the lid on it to keep it flat. But it's just not as bad as the one I did myself with the iron. To the side for now, and let's work on. I'll turn this back on to heat it back up. I still have it at 392 because we're doing some more sublimation projects. And we're going to do a couple more sublimation projects. I have a bunch of stuff from a sublimation kit I got at one point when I was playing with all this, but just the iron. So first off, we are going to try one of these clear little keychains that came with one of my sublimation kits. And there was plastic on both sides. I already took it off the front, and now I'm going to remove it from the back. When you get these, make sure you do remove these plastic coatings, or I'm sure they would just get melty and nasty. And then this is our little piece of sublimation paper. Let me position that on there. Now I do somewhere have the sublimation tape, which is like a high heat tape that you can use to tape your sublimation stuff down to things. But I'm hoping, because of the way that this just comes down on top of it, I don't need that. Okay, next, I have this sublimation eye mask, sleep mask, and some sublimation. All my sublimation papers right now are Halloween themed. I do want to get some patterned because I think it'd be really cool to have like patterned acrylics, like checkers and plaids and stuff like that. Place that on. Oh, this one also has transfer paper. I'm going to leave transfer paper on this time and hope for the best. Hopefully that doesn't melt everywhere. I don't know if it's high heat transfer paper or not, but we're going to find out. So we're just going to put that over there. Hope for the best on that. I told you I had hat patches. I have sublimation hat patches. We're going to try one of those. They have a peel off on the back that has the sticky stuff that you could then use this again to put it onto a garment of some sort of hat or something. But let's get that on there. And then our final project for this little sample set is I have these little sublimation makeup bags and this. I'm not sure, like, I might have needed a block to put inside of here because of the zipper, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect things, but we're just going to put this over top and find out. Again, I'm leaving plastic on there, hoping for the best. Okay, I believe that means it's up to temperature. And look, we're remembering the Teflon sheet this time. Teflon sheet goes over top of everything. You want to push this back in, swing this back over. Put it on top, and then we're just going to pull that down, and I'm going to do it's 30 seconds. We start the first 30 seconds. I'm going to do a minute and 30 seconds, so we're going to do 3 rounds of 30 seconds. And also I'm going to tighten this a little to give a little more pressure on our project, because I know pressure is important when you're doing iron-ons and stuff like that. So hopefully that'll be enough pressure. It's like this does have 2 layers of like heat resistant foam in here that you put your stuff on top of. Oh, there was 1. We're going to do 2. And I'm not sure if that softness will interfere with, you know, stopping you from getting the pressure you need for a good sublimation or a good transfer. I don't know. I mean, they have it there. It must work that way. Just from my own personal experience, when I was doing iron-on transfers, I found if I tried to use my ironing board, the padding would make it really hard to do with the little iron. I needed to do it like a piece of Teflon down on the floor or a desk or something hard. Okay, that was 2. And again, we have it at 392. It does go higher than that. I'm not sure exactly how high it goes, but it does go higher than 392. But our booklet said for sublimation 392, so that's what we're going with. I'll have to do some research to see if maybe higher temperature is better or not, but that's what we're working with. We're working with me not knowing what I'm doing. Okay, so we're doing 1 more round of 30 seconds, and then we'll take it up. Okay, so that should have been 1 minute and 30 seconds. Pull this up, all the way up. Move it out of the way. Oh, it goes all the way back. And it took the Teflon sheet with it. The Teflon sheet is now back there. I'll get that in a second. But let's see how this worked. This one just came right off. And I did have a piece of that, I did leave a piece of the plastic on the back of this, and it seems to have not hurt anything. But yeah, it came out pretty good. I should have covered the edges more. The piece I cut didn't cover like those edges, but still cute, right? Oh, okay. This didn't do too bad of a job. The little zipper is very hot. I don't know why I just tried to touch that. But anyway, this, I mean, it's a little paler than I would like, and I feel like it's darker up towards the zipper, but I guess that makes sense because the zipper was lifting it up a little, so that was probably pressed in more. But it still came out fairly well, and I did one of these with my iron once, and it did not come out good at all. And this is way better than when I did it with my iron. So yeah, I'm happy with that. The sleeve mask, it's got a lot of cracks in it, which is weird. I guess the mask itself just wasn't smooth, but it did also even go onto that little part that goes over the nose. So like, you know, to help keep some of the light out. But these are like, these don't keep light out. These are so thin and like you can practically see right through them. They're not great at being sleep masks. I forgot exactly how I ended up with them. I think it was like one of those, you know, add-ons to something else I had ordered. But yeah, so that was okay. That was okay, not great. Not the best. I guess that I need to make sure that fabric is super smooth or you're gonna get all these creases. And then let's see if we can get the this up. Here's the acrylic. Once this stuff is used, you throw it away. It only has the one opportunity. All right, I don't know how this is going to have worked on this clear acrylic. Oh, it actually, it does work on the clear acrylic. Look at that. And I did, what did I do? 1 minute and 30 seconds? I think I could maybe even go up as far as 2 minutes, but that's really neat. I need some sheets of clear acrylic now because I want to do this to it so that I can cut them out into whatever I want, right? Oh wow, that's really cool. Okay, so we have one final project, and I'm really pleased with this clear acrylic thing. Anyway, one final project. Let me crawl under here real quick. The very important Teflon sheet. I do have extras of these. But the last thing we're going to do, I have this iron-on. This is iron-on vinyl. The pattern was already put together. I think I got this off of Temu some time ago. And then this is Spiral Direct. Normally all their stuff has graphics all over it, but on Amazon you could find the blank pieces without any graphics on it, and they're cotton. So they wouldn't work with sublimation, not that the black would work with sublimation either, but they will work with iron-on vinyl. So we are going to put this on this. That was the whole reason I bought this. I think I have one other dress in there somewhere, same thing, where I bought it with the intention of decorating it with some sort of iron-on. At the time I was cutting out patterns with my Cricut, and I was going to design something to put on it, but I don't want to take all the time to break out the Cricut and do all that. We're just going to jump right to this, and we're going to put it on this little tunic top. and see, let's see how that comes out. Right, and I'm gonna defuzz it. Fuzz sticking off on it. Suppose I should have swung it the other way. Oops. Let's swing it all the way around. All right, swing it that way. That's better. Oh, it's just the seams. There are just seams that make it feel lumpy. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with anything. All right, got this kind of on here, sort of centered. And just gonna take my iron on and just put it, hopefully centered. Hopefully not too terribly off center. I'm measuring it with the tag in the back to kind of give me my centering. All right, and we're gonna put Teflon sheet. Hopefully I'll never forget that Teflon sheet again. And then let's swing her back into place. Down we go. And we're gonna do a full 2 minutes for this, I think. So 3 rounds or 4 rounds up to 30 seconds. I really should do some research and figure out the best temperatures and times for these different types of projects rather than just winging it every time. They kind of gave you a guide in here, but it wasn't super expansive. It was just like, oh, this, in case we were wondering, this does go up to 482 Fahrenheit. So I could go up another 100 degrees from where I'm at right now. Huh. So yeah, I really need to research temperatures and times. Okay, our 3rd round. But yeah, this just tells you like your references for t-shirts and everything is under 400 degrees. Like the sublimation is 392. What I'm doing right now is only 338 and I have it at 392. Oops. And also it says 25 seconds where the sublimation was 60 seconds and I'm over here doing like 2 minutes. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not burning my fabric. This one is cotton, so it's not going to melt like polyester, so that's good at least. Okay, our last round. Okay, so that was 2 minutes. Pull this all the way up. Swing our arm away. Sublimation sheet keeps sticking, but let it cool for a few seconds before we start peeling. Oh, I don't even need to let it cool. This thing is just, it's coming right off. Wow, that's a good job. That's so much easier and better than my tiny little iron and trying to do each section for 60 seconds. That was just instant. Wow. How cute! How cute is that? I don't know if this fits me. Let me go see if this fits me. I'll be right back. I wasn't sure it would fit me because it's a size large and I'm normally an extra large, but I can be a large up top. Like my top is smaller than my bottom half. But no, it does fit. I can't tell from just looking in the camera here if it's too clingy, but let me know what you think. Does it look okay on me? But I didn't realize that this part actually has the strings that I was feeling. Those weren't seams. They were strings attached to this fishnet thingy that ties behind your neck. But how cute is that? And I think I did of course I'm only seeing what I'm seeing straight there, but I think I did a good job of centering it there. I think that's really cute. And there's no peely edges like there always is when I use my iron. I always have at least one spot that has peely edges. But no, this is great. This is amazing. Now I'm going to start putting iron-ons on everything because it's so much easier than the iron. More crafts. More crafts. All right. So I guess that's everything I have for you guys today. So I just wanted to show you, I made a pair of earrings with this. And I cut it out first. I didn't even worry about getting the paper off. I cut them out first and then I just soaked them in water and was able to scrape the paper off once it soaked in water. But look how cute they are. So this is what I was thinking about, you know, that I'll have patterned acrylic. I can make like fun earrings like this or pendants. I'm trying to come up with other things to do too. But I could also, I obviously didn't do it here, but I could also sublimate the back. I'll show you what the front's looking like here. But I could also put up like a pattern on the back so that it wouldn't be just the plain color from the back. And you would have, you know, print on both sides. And I could do like contrasting prints. So that would be really cute. Or with pendants, if I did it on both sides, it would be a reversible pendant. You'd have 2 different patterns. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited about the possibilities. Of course, my problem is I keep chasing all these craft rabbits, as it were. I'm like, ooh, I want to do this. Ooh, I want to do that. Ooh, I want to do this. And I never focus on one thing. So I'm just scattered and all over the place. But I just want to learn how to do all of it, you know? But anyway, I just wanted to hop back on real quick, just to show you the earrings. I think they're so cute. Let me know what you thought about my new heat press. I mean, so far, thumbs up. Again, we'll have to see longevity. Like I said, reviews varied between, this is the best thing ever, and this lasted a week. So I don't know which direction mine will go in. Hopefully it'll last a while. But I'm really pleased with it so far. Maybe one day I'll do another video where we try the hat thing or something. I don't know. Or maybe not. Let me know if you're interested in knowing about the hat and the mug thing, seeing how they work. I'm waiting on a new shipment of sublimation mugs so I can do some more of those. I already have the mug press, but maybe I'll do a video on if the mug press that came with this machine was any good. And then maybe in the same video we'll do the hat press. I don't know. Well, let me know what you think about all that down in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. Do you have a heat press? Do you have a nice heat press? Did you get an inexpensive, cheap heat press? But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, of course you can give me a thumbs down. Please tell me all about it. Also in the comments below. And please subscribe to the channel. And I hope everyone is just staying happy, healthy, and safe in this incredibly crazy world we're living in. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.